What's up, YouTube? DJ Kryptonite here, talking boxing, combat sports, and all that jazz. Anyway, let's get right to it. It was a good, exciting weekend of boxing. Um, I guess the main event of the weekend, I guess the most, I don't want to say important fight, but the most interesting fight was Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stephenson. And Shakur Stevenson put on a very, very good performance. He looked, and I don't really want to say this. I don't want to disrespect Floyd Mayweather's abilities and that sort of thing. But the way he fought Oscar Valdez was similar to how Floyd Mayweather um, uh, fought many of his opponents that were much slower than he was and less skilled. And he did a great job of keeping that guy at distance, catching him with big shots and mixing it up with body. He was throwing jabs to the body the entire fight, like jabs to the body. He even did the method where Floyd would actually throw a left hand up top and then throw a body punch. So you kind of hold the guy's arms up, or you feint him top side up close, and then you hit him to the body. Um, he was doing a lot of that, and it was working for him. Again, he looked really good fighting Oscar Valdez. I just think Oscar Valdez was outclassed. He's outskilled. He had a lot of heart, but he just didn't have an answer for the skill set that Shakur Stevenson presented to him. Um, and I want to say this. I know I'm hearing a lot of new media complain about the fact that they're talking about Stevenson being too big for Oscar Valdez, and I think the commentator was alluding to that. And in viewing the fight, Shakur Stevenson was much bigger than Oscar Valdez. And I'm not saying that to say, hey, Shakur Stevenson had some unfair advantage. They both weighed in at 130. I think that was the weight limit. Was 130. I'm not suggesting that, but it was clear that Shakur Stevenson is a much bigger fighter at 130. He's a big guy. He wasn't very cut up, but he looked to be in very good shape, which was good though. Because I don't think you have to have a muscular frame to be in shape. He was very, very, very much in shape and prepared to go 12. And I guess that's some of it. I don't know how long he's been working with Snack, but whatever weight he gained, it was actually healthy weight gain, and it didn't take away from his skills, didn't take away from his speed, power, any of that. In fact, he looked much stronger at 130. He looked really good. Looked really good. No, I don't have anything negative to say. But again, it all goes to me on this with the Snack issue. It has to be a reputable company. It has to be a very good company because it's actually showing some promise in getting these athletes prepared for these fights with proper weight gain, keeping the speed intact, and endurance. And again, the only thing that I would, I don't want to really get into this in this video, but again, you're working with Victor Conti, who's a known steroid distributor. So it's just odd to me that these fighters are willing to work with this guy, and I think Snack may be a pretty good product, but just the appearance of it, like I said, the optics of it is just it's not good for me. It's probably not good for boxing. But anyway, that was just a sidetrack, but I want to congratulate Shakur Stevenson on a stellar performance. I mean, he really shouldn't be at 130. He was the much bigger man. He should be right around 135, 140 at this stage, because he's clearly bigger than the average 130 once they hydrate and fill back up the following day. Because I'm sure, of course, they both weighed in at 130 or less, but they hydrate. When they hydrated back, Shakur Stevenson had to put on about 10 pounds. He had to be close to 145, 150 easily. But again, great job. No complaints here. It was great action. It was pretty much one-sided. I don't want to say it was great action. It was a great schooling performance by Shakur Stevenson. He put on a great schooling performance. He actually schooled him. He took the guy to school. Oscar Valdez did not have any answers. So that's kind of what he did. I don't want to say it was a great action-packed fight. It was kind of one-sided. But I'm a boxing fanatic, so that it looked very. He took him to school. That's exactly what he did. So anyway, hopefully everybody's hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Happy Monday to everybody, and we'll be in touch. DJ Kryptonite out. Deuces.